So in this video, I'm going to cover off the business card reader functionality within Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales. So let's get into the system. I'll show you what I mean. So this applies to two record types, and it's the ability to create lead records or contact records from a business card. So I'm in the leads area at the moment. To expose the functionality, we need to use the quick create form rather than the standard create form. So if I click on plus new here, that's the standard create form. That's not what we want. We want the quick create form. The best way of doing that is to go to this plus area at the top here. And if I click on this, this is the quick create, and then I can either select contact or lead. Now if I select lead, I'm creating a lead, but as you can see it's a different form. And then one of the things you've got at the top here is this scan business card. Now what this allows you to do is take a photograph of a card and use that photograph, and I'm just going to click on scan business card. I've got a folder set up with some business cards, or one business card, test business card, just using an old business card that I had. Some of this will be blurred out by the editor, by the way, just because we don't want to avoid upsetting Google with sort of personally identifiable data. And I just okayed that. It's having a little bit of a think about it, doing a bit of an optical character read, and you can see it's just popped a picture of the card in there, and then it's filled out a lot of the data on this form. Actually, it's filled out more data, as you'll see when I save it in a moment or two. And I just going to need to give this a topic, as that's a mandatory field. So let's call test card scan. What's my typing like? Not too bad on this occasion. I can save and close this. So that's just going to save that record. And you can see there's my test card scan. It's 3 minutes past 6, 5th of January. That's just the record I've just created now. And you can see, again, editor will probably have blurred some of this out, but you can see that that's the topic I typed in, but all the detail I scanned in first name, last name, business phone, mobile phone, websites, company details, address, etc. Now on the contact record, it doesn't put the account in because that's a lookup field, and you're obviously going to get different styles of cards, so it may be that you need to tweak some of the data before you sort of commit it into the database. The mobile app, by the way, is even more powerful in that when you invoke the functionality that I've showed here within the mobile device, it lets you scan a card there and then. So that makes it a little bit more powerful. But it does mean it's pretty quick to get data into your CRM system, saves you having to manually type that in, and you're going to make fewer errors. And again, I think in a mobile environment that's particularly powerful, because personally trying to type on a mobile is not something I'm particularly good at. So that's kind of an even more essential way of getting data into the system fast. As I say, only applies to contact and lead records. It's a bit of functionality I've seen around for ages. I hadn't really used it, to be perfectly honest. I figured it was going to be some complex configuration work to a card scanner, but it's really simple and nice and powerful, and I've been kind of missing out. Anyway, if you are in a situation where you've got a dynamic CRM system and you feel it's not delivering quite as much as you'd like it to, and you feel you might want a little bit of guidance on next steps, then feel very free to reach out. Put some links below if you want to make contact. Always happy to have a chat. Also, you're going to suggested content ideas, see the links below. But thanks very much for your time today, and hopefully see you again soon.